That discussion with the Mubarak, my colleague here, we'll now look at what's happening. First of all, the First Lady, the Minister of Education, put in place, the other day she informed us that their self-study booklets that have been, sent out to different places. They're available on the local council one, available at the RDC's offices. They're everywhere in the papers. Every paper carries these self-study copies. And it is a move that is timely in these days. Now, joining me on set today is Bisaso Ntamu Mohammed, who is the head teacher Bombo SS, and he's here to discuss a few things about self-study and how this has impacted the children at home, and how it is helping or not helping, or how this then shapes the look of education in the near future. We'll first take a look at what happened yesterday.
Yes, I'm happy to show you that following the Minister of Education, Honorable Janet Museveni, First Lady, she came up with the idea that the National Curriculum Development Center puts together materials that can be used by students while they are at home during this closed down, so that they can revise and prepare for schooling, so they can use these materials to revise and teach themselves and work at home. So we have gone ahead, as they've been contracted by the Ministry of Education, and they will be handed over to RDCs, and the RDCs will work on distribution. So these materials are available. We have so far printed secondary education from S1 to S6, and we'll dispatch them to the districts. The primary school will be done Tuesday and Wednesday. So we are quite happy to fulfill this assignment, which was given to us by the Ministry of Education. And today's Monday, we're dispatching. So over the next couple of weeks, the schools should be able to benefit from the materials we're sending.
And that's the CEO of Vision Group talking about dispatching different booklets across the country to different districts. Mr. Mohammed, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And
I'd like to welcome the viewers to this discussion, and I hope they will certainly benefit from it. The little we know,
right. Absolutely. Now, these self-study materials that have been dispatched today, by the way, they dispatched the A-level piece. So get yourself a copy. It has all sorts of subjects in A-level. Mr. Mohammed, first of all, what is this self-study material and homeschooling? How are they related? What does it mean for somebody out there, for the parents especially, who might not understand what this means?
No, precisely. I want to thank you so much for your hosting me. I'd like to say from the onset that we are shifting the school from the real four walls to the home. Mm-hmm. Because first of all, let us know that this is an abnormal situation.
Absolutely, yes.
In an abnormal situation, we have to be flexible.
Okay.
We have to think about so many things. But we also have to think about the children at home. Because these are 15 million children. You can imagine being with 5 or 6 or 7, or even if they are 2 at home. The other wants to play football, the other wants to play cards, the other wants to go at home, the other wants to eat, the other go in the free. Now, it will be a mess. Now, and these are young children, you can imagine. Yes. They always need to be reminded of what did they study, how are they study. So, in that spirit, that's why the Ministry of Education came out with this kind of exercise. That the children keep on studying at home. Not as they are at home with their parents, but we can guide them and see that they need some kind of study.
My worry right now is with teachers, I beg your pardon, with parents who have not gone to school. Parents who access these self-study materials, but they do not know the basics, certain things in this, because most of these things are hard. How the kids, how the children supposed to keep up with this?
Now, let us first of all understand. Let me just go back
and
say that learning or understanding takes 6 basic principles. And in preparing these materials, ministry was cognizant of this kind of fact.
Okay.
What did they do? This is just part and parcel of the whole thing.
Ah.
First of all, there's the radio.
Yes, yes.
Ministry hired and actually trained teachers to be delivering material on radio. Because for somebody to learn, there are 6 basic things. One, somebody must learn using the ears.
ear.
Somebody must listen.
Okay.
When you listen to the teacher, you understand 10% of what you listen. Now, the second stage is by reading on your own. That's why the teachers are saying that when they give them, because they give them what to do, they read. When you read like this kind of thing, I've seen material, history, geography. When you read, you understand 15%. Add it to the 10, that is 25.
Okay.
These are steps in understanding or learning, real learning.
Okay.
Now, after reading, understand the 15%, then you go and write. That's why the teachers give you work. They give you questions, they give you assignments, they give you notes, they give you everything. When you use your hand, that is the third stage in learning.
Okay.
You understand an additional 20%. That's 45%. Now, when you use the fourth one, which is very important, is when you use your what? Your mouth. By sharing, by discussing, by teaching others. Now, when you understand, when you do that, you understand 50%. Now, that is 95%. Now, when you do the practical, I think you know the practical subjects, biology, chemistry, you understand
biology.
90%.
Yes, yes.
Now, in preparing all these, the means, and I must applaud it. First of all, it contacted the NCDC,
the National
Curriculum Development Center,
yes, yes.
and they guided them.
Yep.
They said, what does a child in senior 1 do? P1, P2. This is the syllabus. They broke it down. Term 1, term 2, term 3. Now, because they have hired teachers on radio. Now, that means the students are doing what? Listening. They are listening.
Yes, listening, yes.
Then from there, they have prepared this. They are
using
reading,
their eyes.
they are visual art, they are on TV.
Yes.
They are seeing the illustrations.
Yes.
Now, that means that somebody must be there. They are seeing it on TV. They are reading. They are being illustrated on TV. 2x plus 1 equals what? Now, that means somebody uses the eyes, the ears, the nose, rather the mouth, and the hands.
Soft parts. Stop touching the soft.
I should, sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
Yes.
Now, after that, that's why the Honorable Minister was very, very clear. He said, use the heart also, work on the heart. Let them learn the skills, the digging, the playing, the cookery, the bakery, and also work on the spiritual part. Let them pray. Work on their character. Work on their, so that it is a holistic education. And I must applaud the means of education.
Right.
This is the big up, really. Big up. That is the real learning. Now, what did the government do? The teachers are on radio. The students are listening.
Yes.
That is the first part.
Yes.
They are on TV. They are listening and they are seeing somebody being told. Now, after that, they have given this. Somebody's, because it goes back. Somebody is reading, writing, and even answering what? Questions. Now, after that, they are allowed the discussions. They give feedback. That is it. So the government employed all the 6 or 5 learning modes.
Okay.
Remember, in this 21st century, especially under this COVID, homeschooling, e-learning, and then a student studying on his own are going to be key. If you have been ignoring them, then there's a problem. That's why you are using the ears, you're using the eyes, you're using the hands, you're using the mouth. You work on the heart and you work on the what? On the body.
On the body. The
so that's what the
holistic
government
approach.
did.
Right.
And then somebody saying that what is, possibly you can have another.
I'm still worried that there are practical lessons.
Yes.
That come, especially with A-level and O-level, all of them. How are students carrying this out at home? How do they follow up? For example, in chemistry, because there's chemistry in here, how do they follow up on those experiments? The
rationale of this e-learning
was,
first of all, so that the students don't forget what they studied. What does it mean? It is basically revision. It is basically revision.
Yes.
Of
keeping you abreast.
Keeping you abreast.
Yes.
Reminding you, what did you understand properly? What could have gone wrong? Where didn't you understand? That's why it is it covers the whole country, whether somebody is disabled or not. Because if you can't listen, at least you can see.
Yes,
if you
yes.
can't see, you can use the what? The hand. So that's why they're saying it is basically revision. And they're going back to the foundations, the basic concepts of every
Learning.
subject.
Ah.
The concepts. So that nobody is saying, it is basically concepts. The basic.
The ones
And
we
then
looked at.
The one which you have already studied.
Yes, yes.
And it is basically what? Revision.
Revision.
So there's no somebody saying we're studying new things. No, they are not new. It is basically revision, so that when you go back, you start from where you stopped, but of course at a faster rate, because you have mastered these.
Okay.
Remember, to understand and to learn, in addition to what we have talked about, it must be repetitive. Think about your P1 or P2 child. She must be reminded every day.
Yes,
Every
yes.
day.
Every single
And
day.
that's what the government is doing.
Okay.
They're trying to remind our children that instead of playing, let them take some time off to listen to the teacher, to remind them of what was 2x plus 1. What is pi r squared? What was this? So it is just that.
It is just that.
Yes.
And how are the teachers, reacting to this? How have they responded to
First
this
of all,
move?
I must applaud the teacher as a head teacher.
Yeah.
The teachers had already got self-initiatives with the children or with the students. They had very many WhatsApp groups.
By the way.
Yes, before even government came with all this,
Yes,
the
yes.
teachers had already got their initiatives with their children. They had groups where they were sending them assignments, where they're sending homework, where they're sending them feedback.
Still focusing on revision.
Focusing on revision, not something really new.
Yes, yes.
If it's something new, there would be only 5%. So, because the teachers already started it, they're just embracing it. And I want to applaud even the students. They had already taken it up very, very well.
Right, yeah.
Especially to the serious and focused students.
That's
so
true.
the teachers were okay. Of course, they are working under very difficult conditions, very hard conditions. But let us applaud them and big up for them. Have the minister be cognizant of the fact that the teachers have actually tried. Even in the times of scarcity, they had thought about some of these things.
And teachers worried their jobs have been taken over.
Not really. Remember, it is revision.
Yes.
I normally talk about, on the other side of Wikida, I already talk about employable character. If you have positioned yourself very well, if you have been flexible, if you have employable character, if you're a good listener, if you're a good communicator, there's no way a good school will you lose your job. Remember the employable character.
Yes, yes.
The teachers who is flexible, who is a good communicator, who can really who is result oriented,
Yes,
will
yes.
remain with his or her job.
Absolutely.
And I want to really fear the fears of the teachers. Their jobs are stable.
The jobs are
They are
intact.
very intact.
I have a concern as well. So this material is available
Yes.
for the students at
Yes.
home,
On top of all the other,
all the other.
the radio,
Yes,
the
the
TV,
and everything.
Yes.
I mean, doesn't this fuel laxity? Like, won't the students be like, there's material, I'll read whenever I want? Students of these days, they are a different story.
That's why there are different roles. The parent has a role. The most cardinal word for a parent is to always keep the child on tentacles.
Right.
They must be studying. Give them time to study. Encourage them. Monitor them. Once in a while, you can encourage the teacher to talk to the child on phone, so that you say, where have you gone? What went wrong? Did you get it right? Did you
Yes.
write the assignment? Did you write the essay? If you have finished, kindly send it back to me, and then I see. That's the kind of thing. Because we need to monitor the students. You need to supervise them. Without that, of course, students. You need to keep kept busy all the time.
You mentioned roles. Are there stakeholders involved? What are
Exactly.
their roles
Exactly.
and how are they implementing?
The first stakeholder is a child. What we are doing, and I want to thank Buked and what even the child must understand and appreciate that this is an abnormal situation.
Yes, yes.
And in abnormal situations, you call for abnormal solutions.
Right.
Calculate for them the time remaining. For term 1, it's almost gone because it was supposed to end this week, this Friday. Now it's almost not there. So when they appreciate, tell them what they are studying and why this kind of situation is, they will understand. Now, the other stakeholder is a parent, a very important stakeholder. The parent must, first of all, these ones, the parent must make sure they are available to the child.
Yes, parents take note of that.
Bucket is just 1,000. I'm saying just.
Even New Vision has them.
It's 2,000.
Yes.
But even if it is not there, the chairman will see.
One.
Because by then, let me make this clear.
Yeah.
The government, New Vision, is printing booklets for all this.
And this is every day.
And the government has taken an initiative to serialize it in New Vision and Book a Day. But every parent is going to get a booklet of this. The whole booklet. Those are the ones which we have just seen here.
Yes, yes, yes.
The booklet is there. But New Vision is making the work easier by serializing it. Slowly,
yes.
by what? By slowly.
Yes.
Now,
not to overwhelm people.
Must monitor the child. Apart from making this available, encourage them. I know some parents are not educated, but they didn't have really this.
Yeah, they.
But let them try to be there.
Yes, yes.
Call the LC1 chairman and say, have you got? Now, because your role is to make them space available. Give them space. Lay a table for them. Get some, because on radio it is also there. So buy some 2 batteries for a small what? Radio.
Yes.
Let him be in a corner to listen and encourage them to listen. Remember we said the first step is the what? Listen. Number 2, if you have a TV, give them space.
To watch.
To watch.
And follow up.
And follow up.
Hold that thought.